This is the year of prophecy, 2020. So as usual, we must always give glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Rakatha Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakar Kodash. Give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well over us. Salutations to our sincere brothers that goes out on the highways, week in and week out, to feed the true flock of Israel, the sincere flock. And shalom to our sincere brothers and sisters supporting this true doctrine. All praises and glory is due to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His beloved Son, Yahushai. We must never, ever, as long as we live, forget that we must fear Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Because the Most High, you just don't know what He can do to us. Remember, we are not worthy. And Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, He is a serious judge. He is the real judge. Our thoughts are not like His thoughts. Our ways are not like His ways. So we must always fear the Most High. Not being proud. Okay? The Most High hates pride. So no matter how you come up in His truth, always have that at the back of your mind, in your foremind, in your thoughts, that you cannot be comfortable in His truth because you must fear the Most High. Because I want to talk about again about being a castaway. Right? As Elder Apostle Gabar says, our destiny is to be in this truth and make it to the end. We need to make it to the end. And I'm going to talk about Judas Iscariot, one of the 12. He was the castaway. Right? Let me bring up some scriptures about that. All right? It didn't specifically say that he was made a castaway, but the situation he had gone through, that is all designed through Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. And Yahushai knew all along. It's the same thing what I'm saying now. We can be in the truth. Right? Many are called, but few are chosen. We can be in the truth, going day to day, doing the work. Okay? That's why we have to keep on checking ourselves. That's why you have to be in this truth in all sincerity. Not for your own vain purposes, reasons. Because you can't hide. You cannot hide from Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. It is impossible to hide from Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. That's why we have to keep on checking ourselves to be made worthy in the sight of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. All right? Let me get the first one here. All right? I want to go to Mark 14. Where am I? Mark 14. Verse 10. And it says here, and Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went unto the chief priest to betray him unto them. And when they heard it, they were glad and promised to give him money And he sought how he might conveniently betray him. That's Yahweh Shai. So Judas Iscariot, Salakia, did it for the money. That was one of his reasons, to do it for money, for the main reason. But what I'm trying to say to you is that Yahushua knew all along. But he performed miracles. Remember, he's one of the 12 disciples. He performed miracles, right? He preached the word. He did all the right things, right? That's a disciple, one of the chosen, to feed the flock, right? He was one of the disciples. But what I'm trying to say to you is that fear Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushai, because we don't know where we stand. Although we're doing the work, well, the brothers doing the work from our elders, apostles, right? Or whoever brothers trying in their way. The Most High knows if you're doing it in all sincerity. Right? In all sincerity. So like I said to you, we talk about like a castaway. You don't want to be doing this work, and then in the last hour, last trump, whatever you want to call it, when Yahushua returns, that he doesn't choose you. Right? What did I want to bring out next? And it's so spiritual, because let me go to John now. John 6:66. Look at that, spiritual, isn't it? 6:66. John 6, verse 66. I'm going to go to 71, right? And let me start at 65 here. And he said, therefore said I unto you, that no man come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. From that time, many of the disciples went back and walked no more with him. Then said Yahushua unto the 12, Will ye also go away? Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life. And we believe and are sure that thou art that Yahushua HaMashiach, the Son of the living power, Yahweh. Yahushua answered them, Have not I chosen you 12, and one of you is a devil? See that? 666. Hey, I'm telling you. He spake of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, for he it was that should betray him, being one of the 12. Right, so he was doing the work. He was doing the work. He was preaching. And I suppose he was performing miracles too, also. Right? I'm not 100% sure, but he was doing the work. Prophesying. Right? He was chosen to be a disciple. One of the disciples. So that's frightening, brothers and sisters. That's frightening. To know that you're doing the work and not knowing that the Most High has a plan for you. Hear what I'm saying. Fear Fear Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. Fear. All right? Everything's in order. First, fear the Most High Yahweh. Fear Yahweh Shai. And you have to fear the angels too, because they're doing the work. They're doing the work for the Most High. They have to, well, when you think about it, it's Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai anyway, because they listen and obey orders, right? But they come and do the work for our power. Okay? So it's frightening. Very fearful. Let me go to 1 Corinthians. So okay, 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 9, 24 to 27. All right, let me start again above from 22. To the weak became I as weak. Let me start again. 1 Corinthians 9 and 22. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might be all means save some. Verse 23. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Run, take this thing serious. Right? And every man that striveth for the mystery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainty, so fight I not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. And that's what Judas Iscariot did. He preached. But Yahushua knew everything. He made him go through the course, and that was it. Right? He sold out Yahushua. And because of guilt, he had to take his own life. He hung himself. So all I want to say is that being in his truth is beautiful and sweet to serve Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai in all sincerity and not be a hypocrite, not be false. Because even our head apostle, Elder Apostle Tahar, said that there are deceivers all around. He said even in GMS. And that is frightening, because you could see brothers, they do their videos, they go on the highways and the byways, preaching, right? But like I says, that is only in the front of things, but we don't know what is happening behind the scenes. When a brother leaves you, when he goes home, right? Because 24/7, it is between you and Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. And you're not going to be with brothers 24 hours. But it's only the Most High is the real judge. That's what I said earlier. Is the real judge. So that's what I wanted to bring out as an example, right? I'll be like, he's like a castaway. Judas Iscariot. That might not be a great example, but you see the point what I'm trying to make. That he preached the word, he was doing the work, but in the end, right, he was just taken out of the ministry, removed from it. And we don't want that to happen. So we have to keep on checking ourselves, right? And remember, most of all, is that remember the higher you become in this truth, the greater you become in this truth, the more humble you should be. Right? The more humble you should be. So keep on praying for that humbleness. Seek that in your prayers every time. As frequent as possible, ask the Most High for humbleness, to remove all that pride. And think you all the big, I'm the man. Do not do that. That's when you get puffed up in the spirit. And remember, we don't know who is who. Brothers doesn't know who is who in the truth. From the weakest to the strongest, from the lowest to the highest, you don't know who is who in the truth. Somebody could just come into the truth today, and a brother's in the truth for like 10, 12 years, and that brother just put the spirit of that guy that just came in this week, right? And he bypassed all those whoever in the truth for 10, 15 years or a year. Because it's all about the sincerity. Right? And you have to accept that when you get to a certain level, you humble yourself. We have to remain that way. And even if you're at your low level, it doesn't work. It works both ways. When you are at high level, you have to humble yourself. And when you're in this truth at low level, you have to humble yourself to know your place. Know your place at low level. Know your place at high level. In all sincerity and humbleness. Fearing Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahushai Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash. Because you don't know who is who. You don't know what plans the Most High have for you. Right? Because, like I said to you in the beginning, what one of our apostles, Elder Apostle Gabar said, right? He said in the beginning, he said that our destiny is to be in this truth and make it to the end. We don't want to be, well, indirectly, it's like your end, like Judas Iscariot, that is his end, right? He made it to the end, but his end was to do his work. He was to do the work, and it's all prophecy. Anyways, what happened to him was all prophecy. It was meant to happen, but he went to the end, but he didn't fulfill that end, which is the end product. You know what the end product I'm talking about? Being in the kingdom of heaven when those chariots come and pick you up. Right? When you know those chariots, that's it. You can let go. As soon as those chariots pick you up, that is when the end, because you endure to the end. So we do not want to be a castaway. I just hope that this is edifying and you understand what I'm saying. Right? Fear Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Beg for more fear, more sincerity, more brotherhood. Right? And listen, you must look after each other. Don't be favoritism. You stick with that guy, I stick with him. No. Do not be no favoritism. You love each other, of course. You're going to be friendly with more brothers and others. Of course that happens. It's nature. There's a balance to life. There's a balance to life. Right? It's a balance. I'm not going to go further, but there's something that happened to Elder Apostle Tahar. All right, about the dog situation when he had a dog that he loved. All right, I'm not going to go into it, but if you brothers, you might know that situation, right? How humble Elder Apostle Tahar was, and he was being fair. He wasn't favoring anyone. All right. So you know what? Is at the end of the day, fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, because you don't know what's going to happen to me, to you, to the whole body. You don't know nothing. So we just love and fear and entrust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai and hope and pray that, we're not a castaway. With all that, all praise and glory forever to our power, Yahweh, and to all the brothers, the elect, the sincere brothers. Because I tell you something, sincerity is a beautiful thing. It's nice to be with a brother and you know he loves you. No hypocrisy. And do not put a brother down. If you put him down in all sincerity, you bring him back up again. Do not put brothers down. Do not put a brother down and keep him down. If you're putting a brother down, look straight away to know that you're picking him up as soon as possible. Right? Because that's for the love. Because remember, if you're dealing with a brother in a certain way, you're dealing with Yahweh Shai in a certain way. And we're not perfect, but remember, keep on checking ourselves. We have to keep on checking ourselves. I have to keep on checking myself. You have to keep on pinching yourself. Right? And asking the Most High to keep on correcting you. Try to correct you because it's all in the sight of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. It's all in his eyes, right? To favor us. Shalom.